Okay, a few weeks ago I did a video on extending your growing season, and I mentioned using sprinklers to ward off frost damage. So I'm offering up proof that I'm not just always full of bull. Not 100% of the time anyway. This is last night. We got a killing frost. As you can see, I came out this morning, you can just smell the death. I mean, you can smell these tomato plants when they get burnt good. Burnt. Pretty much dead, all these tomato plants. That is some cantaloupe. You can see how the cantaloupe got burnt too. Cantaloupe's gonna be dead. Got a few, that's cantaloupe. This is cucumbers, but you can see just dead. It don't get much deader than that, okay? Just black and dead. Now let me show you the part of the garden, the other garden, where I had the sprinkler going. Okay, this is the garden that I had the sprinkler on last night, and I ran it all night long. And look at it, just as pretty. Let me just walk you through. I have got a few places that got a little burnt. Those two leaves right there got a little burnt. That leaf, but it's not killing the plant. Just a few right there, just a corner of that leaf, and that leaf down there got a little burnt. I had the water sprinkler was coming on out to about right here. I've got two of them mounted up pretty high on the white PVC there. And those are, the reason I did it is because I've got some big, that is a Marina Dachagia squash. Another one coming on right there. And they're probably not ready yet. So I'm trying to extend it as long as I can, for as long as I can, to try to get a little bit more growth. See, there's one that's, and that may be a red curry. But trying to extend as long as I can. There's a red curry squash. All the way out here. Now these have trailed out 10 or 12 feet past my garden, but those sprinklers made it way out here. You see, I've got little ones everywhere. I got little babies running around everywhere. They're literally running around. Another Marina. And there's that same curry. Anyway, here are the tomatoes. You saw the other tomatoes? I don't see nothing wrong with that one. Didn't get burned at all. Not at all. Burnt? Nope. No burning, no burning. Few tomatoes. No burn. So, and there's a red curry squash. That one is probably ready. I need to pull it. Another little baby one right there. It probably doesn't look like it's going to get much bigger than that. One under there. I've got a watermelon there. Another watermelon down in there. Another big Marina Dachagia right there. But my point is, these sprinklers, and if you don't know how to make that, look at my video called Mo Better Sprinklers. I think that's what it's called, Mo Better. I remember the Mo Better part. Little baby, and even a babyer baby. That's a little bitty one. Now, corn's fine. This is fine. This is cucumbers. These are Bait Alpha cucumbers, and I have got a monster somewhere. Where is my monster? I'm gonna save him for seed. There. Yeah, I believe that's him right there. About 12 inches long, and a nice one. Now on the outside, this is the very edge of the garden. Right here, they got a little burnt, okay? So this proves that where the water was hitting, nothing, no burn. where the water didn't quite make, because we probably had a south wind, or it just, some of the corn here was knocking the rain off of it probably. Where the corn, where the rain was not hitting, we got burnt. Okay, that's gone, that's dead. But the plant's not dead because it didn't get all of it. It just got parts of it. So, pepper plant loaded down with pepperoncinis. That darn pumpkin is growing up, dang, growing all through my pepperoncini bush here. I'll have to deal with that later or just let it go. Got a pumpkin right there. That is a sugar sweet or sweet sugar or sugar baby or something. Dachagia up in there. Another Dachagia. I think it looks like that might have crossbred there. Little watermelon up in there. Little watermelon right there. But my point is, extend your season with sprinklers. Now, realistically, with next week we're supposed to get up 75, 78 degrees several afternoons, so I should get some growing there. But realistically, is our 45 degree nights going to our 45 degree nights and 75 degree days gonna produce anything? You know, I don't know. But my main reason was I want to get these tomatoes ripe. There's not very many of them. Evidently, I didn't scare them as bad as I needed to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch How to Grow More Tomatoes. I believe you'll enjoy that one. Anyway, corn's good. Everything's good. Nothing really got burnt. So I extended at least for another week. We've got about a week or more, maybe 2 weeks before we get frost temperatures, frost type temperatures again. So I would imagine that I've extended the season at least 2 weeks. Last year I went to the first week of December, and I told you in another video that the only reason that I didn't extend it any further than that was I came out here late to turn the sprinklers on, and I only had just an overhead. I don't even remember what I had. It was just kind of rigged up, and I came out too late, and it wouldn't come on. The water had already and the hose had already froze. So, last night I came out about 10, actually it was about midnight, I guess. Turned the puppy on, let it run all night, didn't turn it off till this morning about 9 or 10 o'clock. So, they won't need watering for a while anyway. But again, this is a way to extend your season. I've got, look at that. That is a, let me try to back off and get that dude in there. That is a red, Sweet Marconi red. I hope my wife doesn't come out and pick that because I'm saving him for seed. There's another couple of them I'm saving for seed. There's a good one there. This bush right here has produced some real nice ones. So coming off of this bush, and I will save the big ones, 2 or 3 of the big ones for seed. I'm thinking about having a sub contest, and I've already got 350, and I know to some of y'all that's child's play, but let's see what I did. I mean, I extended it long enough to maybe get a little bit more growth out of that bell pepper. Sprinklers. Now, if it gets down to 30, you know, I don't know whether you're gonna. Now these were kind of dying off anyway, but look at the spaghetti squash. I've got one there. I've got kind of a crossbreed there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. We had one the other night. It was spaghetti, but it's crossed with a zucchini or something. And but lots of spaghetti squash. That like I said, the vines were kind of dying anyway. Now these didn't get burnt by the frost. Chard's doing well. I pulled up all the chard. Had 22 pounds of chard, which is a lot of chard considering they don't weigh anything. 22 pounds of chard. Took it to the local food bank, and hopefully they handed that out to some folks. Again, on the very outside of the garden, this is the edge, I've got some okra that got burnt. Okay, wasn't quite getting enough water on it last night, so it got burnt. So all of this would be dead. Maybe not the corn, because I think it takes the corn 28, 30 degrees to really kill the corn. But almost all of this, tomatoes, everything would be dead had I not turned on the sprinkler. But as you can see, I got squishies, yellow squishies. I've got, what's that called? Hubbard butternut, I think, butternut squash. Now some more squishies, just different kind of squishies. Don't be eating the Brussels sprouts. That's all Brussels sprouts. Something's chewing on them besides me. And all asparagus right here. Asparagus looks good. Boy, something's chewing on that chard. My point is, you can extend your season, especially down here. Now, once it gets cold up north, you get a blue northern blowing in, and y'all are done. Y'all are toast. I understand that. But down here, we may have one little freak frost, and our first average frost date is November 15th. So, not only was this one early, we actually had one about 2 weeks ago. We had a frost in October this year, probably third week of October or so. And so there's that big old rascal right there. I missed him a while ago. I was showing you this one, but that's the good one there. He's got some girth. So we had almost a month early, 3 weeks earlier than average. So I may be able to take, my point was, if you're in the south, you may have a freak frost come through, and then have 2 or 3 more weeks of beautiful weather. And if the frost got you, then you're got. Once it gets you, you're got. So you can extend. Now again, if you're in the north, and babe, the blue ox comes through, you're done. But down here, we get a reprieve. We'll have 80-degree days in December. I've seen Christmases where it was 0. I've seen Christmases where it was 85. So, extend your garden season with sprinklers. I know this is getting long, but there's one that just got a little burnt. There's one that got a little burnt, but the plant is alive. I will get some more junk out of it. I'll get some more. Now again, is this gonna be a vigorously growing? I don't know. I'm just trying to get some extra time because I planted in August and I got to calculating the days, and really next week is when some of this is due. Some of these marinas is due, and it's gonna be about like 3 more weeks before some of my corn is due. This corn, I pulled one the other day that full of ears are full of kernels, but they're not filled out yet. So I'm gonna give it as long as I can. And I just spotted that big old joker. There he is. That's the one that's about 12, 14 inches long. That's gonna be my seed. That is Bait Alpha. It is a burpless cuke, and it is good. What I started to say a while ago, I may do a sub contest, maybe a 500 sub contest, and for prizes give some of these seeds away from the big cucumber. I've got a 30-inch long, 2 30-inch long trombone squashes, tromboncino squash, and I've got a lot of tobacco seed that I will have. I grew tobacco for the first time this year. I'll show you that in another video here in a little while. But I'll probably do that tomorrow. But anyway, extend your garden season. Look how, as a general rule, with the exception of on occasion, I got 1 or 2 little burnt leaves. Everything else, that leaf is 18 to 20 inches across. That is beautiful. That is the Marina de Chogia. And I'll have some seed from that. So anyway, if I do a sub contest, and I hope to do so, y'all get me up to 500 and we'll see what we can do. I'll include some Marina DeChagia and some maybe some of the Bait Alpha cucumber tromboncino squash, and we'll do some of that. Extend your garden season. It works. Living proof. It works. Okay, with sprinklers. Non-sprinkler, as you saw a while ago, deader than a hammer. This still vibrant, still cooking. If some of it got burnt, some of the fringes got a little singed, but not dead. So we got another week or two of growing I can do now, and so I don't know whether to hit it with some more fertilizer or just kind of let it go, but still running, still looking good, still kicking. Make sure I know what I'm talking about there. Sometimes I think I know what I'm talking about and find out I thought I knew what I was talking about. I'm going to have to go now. I have kept you way long enough, okay? So we gone. Say goodbye. He did. All right, bye. We're gone.